Hello, Scorpio. How are you? Welcome back to Medicine Tarot. This is going to be your January 2020 reading. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of your support in 2020. I hope that whatever inward journey you have taken, whatever processes you have gone through within yourself, I hope they have been successful and that you have gained deeper wisdom about yourself. I want you to know that you are very wise, that you are a joy on this planet, that people need you, that people rely on you in ways that you are unaware of, that you're part of a big cosmic whole system that is absolutely hinges upon your energy, and that your only job in many ways, first and foremost, is to take care of that beautiful person that you are, and it will radiate out as it already is. And I just wanted to remind you that you are the gift, that you are the gift. You are the gift, okay? We're going to get started. I am on Patreon. I do readings for my Scorpions there, apart from these. Many readings apart from these. When we go into an extended, you can catch it there. Look, it's not that I don't want to stop. I don't want this to be a reading just like every month, but I also do want it to be a reading just like any month, because your life doesn't start when the year changes, right? It is just this ability for our brains to kind of see things in clearer, right? To have that clean slate. So one of the biggest messages that keeps popping up for Scorpio here is that you need to utilize what you have learned above all else, and not to minimize it because there was pain and difficulty involved in that wisdom that you have gained, right? So much of the time we want to say, oh, I'm fine, everything, I'm just fresh and new. Yes, you are fresh and new, but you don't, we're not babies for a reason. We're not clean slates for a reason. We need to utilize the lessons from the pain. And I feel like so often we just want to forget the difficulty. No, remember the difficulty and remember what you have learned. That's the process of really integrating. That's the process of integration anyway, okay? I'm available for private readings if you want to take a deeper look at anything. All the information for that is below. One more. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. You're starting out with a really gorgeous energy here for January. Instinct and miracle. Instinct is developed, it's a God-given right, but instinct is also developed through the difficulty and through the lessons. So don't, pretend, don't try to be in that state where you're like, oh, everything, I'm going to forget all my pain and no more pain is coming, right? Like almost like wishing for things to not be what they are. No, it's more of a accepting the way things are completely, so that you also accept the wisdom and your instinct can guide you into this quote unquote miracle that wants to come in for you. What is this miracle about? Oh wow, I'm having the craziest deja vu right now. Oh my God. Scorpio. Wow. Something is going to happen in April for you guys, for whoever is still, not still, but whoever is really listening to this. There's some energy here in April of this kind of new beginning or new step into your horizon, a change, like a really direct change in something that you've been wanting to see happen for a long time. And it happens after an ending. So whether you're leaving someone or something, or there's just an internal shift where you stop doing something, or you stop not doing something, if that makes sense. There's this something in April really comes full circle, and it changes the whole thing. And so in my deja vu, just now as I was getting it, I just don't have it still, but I was hearing April, like in this huge, like just the word April. Like I looked at this and I was like, it's happening in April. So whatever that may have been will be, time is irrelevant. Yee! I'm so excited for you. It corresponds to the first thing that I said, which is you want to run away from something that has been difficult. You want to pretend that the difficulty didn't happen to make yourself feel better or to make your life easier, right? But it's almost like, no, the difficulty is good. The difficulty does something. Even if it's exhausted you and you've been like, oh God, it has literally killed me, this thing. They're saying, no. It hasn't killed you. It hasn't. It's actually created this perfect ground for, quote unquote, this miracle to happen. The doorway that you're going to step through here, and it's going to be manifested in April. And I'm not a fortune teller. I don't do readings like this, but it's really important, you guys. So, the thing that manifests, right, in around April, whatever, it's because of your instincts, the instincts that you have gained through the difficulty. And they're telling me, like, you are sharper or stronger or better than you think you are at this thing. You're more ready too than you think you are. And give yourself a break. Go easy on yourself. Go easy on yourself. Really. Woo. Should we end the reading there? So that's not January. Wow. Death. Tell me more about this death. Okay. Whoop, okay. Temperance and Knight of Wands. I'm picking up a sadness with this too, like a deep, almost trauma, because the death that's taking place, right? The dying off and the rebirth that has to occur. You guys should do some fire meditations around this, however this may resonate for you. And it could just be like, it doesn't matter. Moving on. It could be anything from like financial issues to, continuous heartbreak to, someone you've been mourning forever to finally getting your career move, whatever it may be, right? Your instincts are telling you that you know what you need to do. And you shouldn't be afraid of this death, because they're saying there's so much more life after this. Okay. You might be so ready for this thing to happen, or you want it to happen so badly that they're telling you to stop being so impatient. But everyone gets impatient. It's not that it's bad, but it's like they're saying, what is this? Stop being impatient. Right. Okay. You need to ground yourself in the reality of this happening, rather than having your passions and your desires making things too like, it's almost like your nervous system gets crazy about this thing. Like, oh my God, I need it. Maybe you're panicking. You're like, I need to find a lover because my biological clock is ticking, right? Like it could be anything that feels like there's a time pressure, and they're saying, chill, because that's an illusion, and it creates these false identities for yourself, right? Because you're impatient and it hasn't happened, you become you start feeling like a loser, right? Or like you're not good enough. You get these negative things, but your passion needs to be grounded in this instinct. You have the correct instinct. The passion, the desire, the work ethic, the knowledge, everything, it has to be grounded in instinct. And instinct is not impatient, right? Like if you watch a cat or a tiger hunting, or any kind of animal that uses their like instinct and stuff, they'll wait until the time is right. And so the burden that you're carrying has everything to do with a bit, I'm sorry to say, it's like a bit of a false identity. Like you really wanted this thing, but like, that's great. We all have dreams, right? Like I want to be pretend, this is an example. I want to be the best tarot reader on YouTube, and I want to be super famous and do tarot readings for Oprah, right? That's fantastic. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that there's something about you wanting this thing that's not based in self-honor. It's not honoring your life, because as long as you don't have this thing, it's like your life is missing something. And that's what you're killing. Your life is not missing anything. That's the death. You need to come to some serious, like, it can range from mild unacceptance to severe unacceptance of yourself. It's like, I want to say, you have to be okay with you not having this thing in your life. Meaning, who are you without this thing? Who are you without this money? Or who are you without this lover? Right? And you're doing that. You're spending time accepting that and loving that, because it will change the biochemistry of your body. It will change the energetic field of your life in order for this miracle to happen. You got to make this thing that you want smaller, more basic, more boring, more, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is here, and so is victory and success. You're going to be successful at this thing that you want. There's going to be real life manifested changes, big happy changes, big happy changes for you in 2021. There will be. There fully will be. There could stuff even be showing up in January, but this is a 2021 reading. It's funny. I asked Spirit what I want to do, and they don't listen. Okay? I'm not joking. This isn't a January reading. Sorry. I guess I'll name it 2021. But this change that is occurring, this Wheel of Fortune, it hinges upon, imagine this is a wheel, you guys, right? And the wheel has spikes, and it has that center, the axis on which it turns. That axis is your life force energy. And your life force energy, it requires a level of complete and total patience or acceptance, whatever is in the energy of like satisfaction with yourself. Whew. Yeah. And it's going to happen. Just remember, when you get stressed out and freaked out or whatever, satisfaction with self, with your work and everything. Something about your mother came in really strong, about like there is something in the way your mother see a role that you play with your mom. So whether that's codependency or, you know, she always makes you feel like a victim, or you know, your mother may not even be on this planet anymore, but something around your mom, you're not that person anymore. You know, you're not that little child, and you're not that good girl or good boy. There's a level of freedom that you're going to step into in 2021 that is like vibrationally different from the role you've played in your family, especially with your mom. Maybe some healing and forgiveness will come through with her too here. Not maybe, definitely, right? Because when we step into ourselves, into our freedom, into our self-acceptance, we heal our generational stuff. So, wow. There's something you've been saying no to yourself about. You're like, no, that emotionally, you've been saying no to yourself about it. Could be another area now too of your life. I mean, it could not be the same thing we've been talking about. Could be something else, right? That's kind of how it felt. But they're saying time is coming for you to not hold on to that no. I don't know more than that. I'm not psychic. Queen of Cups, it's in your emotional body. There's a level of satisfaction that you're rising to in 2021 that is unprecedented. Yeah, I really think it's in love. Really think it has to do with like love stuff. Oh, but also you're going to reach levels of acceptance within yourself in 2021 that are unprecedented. And yeah, I mean, post-April, the year is going to be much more amazing for you than prior to April too. You're still like in the run up. You're still running up to begin the year. Oof, honey. Surrender fear of change. Change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, in your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Change that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. Yeah. Surrender to what is, right? Acceptance. What have you been unwilling to accept? You know, it's not that we don't accept ourselves, guys. It's that we don't want to accept. We don't like, how about this? We don't like the role that we're playing. We don't like the reality of it. You know, we want something else. I didn't want to be poor when I was young. I didn't want to be, you know, the whatever girl when I was in school, high school. So it's not that you don't accept yourself. It's that you're still holding on to an idea or a role as an identity. And so if you look at it that way, the whole acceptance will become easier and faster because you're realizing that our roles change 1,000-fold within a lifetime. Who I was when I was 10, my family surroundings, culture, everything was different, right? It constantly is changing, constantly. We change our hair. I'm a brunette today, tomorrow I'm a blonde, right? And what do we even fear? We usually fear the other people's opinion of us. That's why we hate these roles that we feel like, I can do better, right? That it's a little bit about other people too. So this surrender of what is, and I just feel that unsatisfaction in the pit of your stomach, Scorpio. I can feel it. What is that? Write in the comments below. Literally, write it in the comments below. Or write it on a piece of paper in your house. Just one sentence. You're only allowed one sentence. What is that unsatisfaction in the pit of your stomach? I wished that I had blank, 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 blank. Already been a millionaire, right? Already gotten married, already done this. I wish that I had blah, 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 blah. That it's regret is what it is. And that regret is also, it's self-hatred, honey. It's not accepting yourself. If you're living in regret or that unsatisfaction, do you see how these things are tied together? I'm not happy with this outcome. Well, I regret that I didn't do it. Maybe I'm bad at it. I don't accept myself for who I am. I fear other people's judgment. Now I'm judging myself. If I judge myself, I can't love myself. If I don't love myself, I can't build myself up enough to try again. If I can't build myself enough, it's a freaking snowball. So, if you need to work through anything, please contact me. I'll help you. It's actually probably a good thing to do at the beginning of the year. But flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Compassionately accepting. Everybody regrets something in their life. No one thinks that they have just killed it in life 24/7 their entire life. No. And there's still time. There's so much time to change everything and to fully step into greater satisfaction, as you will. The Wheel of Fortune is here. I need you to take a break and play. I need you to get back to happiness. The cards taught me how real energy is, but most importantly, when I work with people, I learned way more than I knew before how energy builds on top of itself, right? So let's say you need to attract love, for example. You want to attract a husband. Play. Watch a movie, get cozy, do your nails. It's literally having fun makes you want to do more fun things. You know that. You know this. I'm preaching to the choir. Okay. Play. And if it's this thing that you dread, play first. Make it a playful thing. You're going to break through that wall that you have. There is a wall, right? A ceiling on top of the thing. On the other side of that wall is what you want, or that next level, and you will break it. You will break it. Spirit, will they break it? Will they? Watch. Will they break it in 2020? The High Priestess. Okay, one more. Will they break it? The High Priestess and the Devil in reverse. This is a gatekeeper. She's literally the only gatekeeper there is in the tarot, except for the Hierophant too. Let's see how there's the two columns and the little curtain. What you want is behind that curtain. But what does she ask you when you come up to her, the High Priestess, who is full of wisdom? What does she ask of you? She asks, do you understand? This is the only question she asks you is, do you understand? And here's the good and here's the bad, right? The darkness and the light, which must both be integrated, which is why you can't run away from the pain you've been feeling. You can't say, oh, I'm just gonna, now, I decided now that nothing bad is going, right? That I'm not gonna be in pain over this thing anymore. The pain has wisdom. And the winning, when you win and when you lose, it both must be integrated. So you could say, I understand. There's something really powerful in here. I'm going to do an extended on this on Patreon, but will they break through the wall, past that ceiling? Devil in reverse. To me, that just says, yes, but you can't be bound to that wall. You can't be obsessed. You can't put all of your self-worth on a chain. Serve this thing alone. You can't, there's a sense of I am nothing, or I am not good enough, I should say. I am not good enough without this thing. There's a sense of that with you, Scorpio. I will not be satisfied if I don't have this thing. There is a obsession, a bondage. And she just says, do you understand? Do you understand? Just a second. For a minute. Okay. These two cards together is the number 8, which is the sign of infinity. And what I wanted to tell you, and I was like, we're going to do an extended for this on Patreon. I got this vision when she was asking you, do you understand? I got this vision of babe, this is a simulation. This place here is a simulation. You're acting like it's life and death, but baby, there's no life and death. It's energy, And there's something about that, they say God loves a stubborn heart. Yes, God does love a stubborn heart, but a stubbornly passionate and playfully in love. Meanwhile, we are stubbornly Does that make sense? There is a difference there. There's something that you're going to have to turn the key on. And I'm happy to help put words into that for you. Okay, we're getting another one. Perseverance. Beautiful. Let me get a card on perseverance. Thank you. Ha ha ha. Perseverance. Everybody wants to have everything work out and be happy. If Beyonce is doing it, why can't I get it? Why can't I do it? Do you really think that a level of self-worth is reached without perseverance? Okay, so this card, if you don't know, this is a card of self-worth. The end. I am good without anything. I am on top of blah, blah, right? It's a high vibration within yourself. But we'll look at the card next to it, perseverance. So does that mean your self-worth perseveres? No, they're saying you're persevering through darkness to learn this level of self-worth. It's a really fucking powerful, groundbreaking reading and energy and theme, self-theme that is being spoken about here. You're going to be fine. You're going to be more than fine. I just wish for you to honor yourself as deeply as you are willing to honor everything else. I would make this a daily I would find an activity, whatever it may be, however 20 seconds long. Could be affirmations, although anyway, I don't know about affirmation. Could be something that is significant to you, Scorpio, that brings you back to the place of like how holy you are. Because it's really, vibration also needs to be practiced. Play gets us to that vibration. You haven't lost anything. And I'm hearing accept myself, right? Accept myself. I lost myself. Right. But okay, let me try to convince you otherwise. Sure, you lost yourself. Great. But you're right here. Look at yourself. Look at yourself, you know? There's something right there that you're not seeing. Like it's almost like that. Or no, it's not that you're not seeing yourself, you're not focusing on that. I don't want to speak in riddles. I'm not trying to. This isn't confusing at all. This is about integrating through pain, integrating the pain and bringing in this miracle. Wow. You have so much. You're gonna, dude, first of all, you could have a lot of like money coming to you too. First of all, okay, I don't like to say that to people in general readings because I just don't know what's up, but it looks to me like I can't stop seeing it, like that you're going to make really good money. You could even just be marrying someone who has a lot of money. But the point is, regardless of the actual number amount, there's so much plethora out there for you. Maybe even in your home country. I don't know what that was about. In your home country, you have so much. Don't feel so beaten down or something. You don't. You're doing great. But no negative mind. Okay. I'm going to finish the reading here because this one will, we can keep this one going forever. Positive, long story short, there's positive movement forward. I'm going to do a month by month Scorpio as well, but there's a big major theme here. Positive movement forward, honey, regardless of where you're at right now. Please know that it's going to get better, easier, swifter, even sexier, okay? Definitely. I'm gonna unfold this a little bit deeper. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do month by month on Patreon. We'll look at January, February, March, April. I hope you catch me there. If not, I love you so much. Bye.